Hello and welcome to this bird guide in which I'll be covering the basics of how to play bird. Now please keep in mind this is how I like to play bird. It's more of a general guide. If you have other way of playing bird, please feel free to do that instead. This is just a basic generic guide. Um, with that in mind, let's get into it. Um, First, when you get started, you always want to fly up and move to your location as soon as possible. Um, for me personally, I like the bottom right corner, even though they nerfed it. I think it's still okay. Um, just as a generic guide, you want to make 10 workers at the start, get your econ going as soon as. Pretty much just making workers at the moment, destroying rocks for minerals. Same here. Making workers in the meantime, yep. And mining with my main guy. As soon as 10 workers are done, obviously I place my buildings down. I always want to make sure with the buildings for the bird, I try to leave a little concave. So, um, as you guys can see, there's a path here. It's like a safety path because it takes time for the cat to destroy these, or if he doesn't click on it, he just walks in. It also gives you time to escape. So yeah, obviously I'm just building my unit producing structures, tacking up. I see the cat is nearby. I'm trying to hope I could get the wall down, but I get spotted. I instantly detonate the wall, move my workers out, and destroy my base and look for a new base. After this, the cat actually manages to chase me to the left corner. I get spotted pretty quickly. And there's a whole chase here, which is quite irrelevant, just trying to buy time. But eventually he leaves me alone and I manage to get back to my same spot. And I do the exact same thing. I get 10 workers, and after that I get my unit producing structures. Technically later on in the game you can actually get away with making units because you're so far behind, but as you can see, both cats are on the top right and top left, so I figured I can actually just be greedy and get away trying to make a wall as soon as possible. That's how I like to play bird, just rushing to the wall, because once you have a wall, then your base is actually really safe. Um, I put my starport in the corner. It's just a bit easier for the units. You don't really care about the other two because they don't give you that many good units. Maybe the burrow nest, but you can make more. It's not a problem. But for the starport, I always try to make sure I put it in a more convenient location for the flying starport units, so it's easier for them to actually get out of my base, and I don't I don't click on them by accident. They are always going right to the wall. So yeah, I managed to save up for a wall. I managed to get one down. I know there's two entrances now. It used to be one, but I figure it might be easier to just go for this one since this is a shorter path for the cat. This is easier for the cat to find. Yes, technically I could also wall here, but I'm greedy. I'm greedy. I want to get as many bases as possible. I want to get as much space as possible. So, um, yep. As soon as I get the wall down, I always put a few turrets down. I had a few, uh, had some extra cash I saved up, so I actually get two walls. Early on, you don't usually have money for two walls, but this is also like you should just wall here. It's way safer. Um, but since I had extra money from the start, I managed to get two walls down. Um, when you make a turret, you can always put a sparrow on it. That's why it's always good to save up the charges and make sure to put them down, because they give you extra protection against the cat. And it's also free damage, right? When the cannon attacks, the sparrow also attacks, so it's free damage. Best way to use your sparrows is definitely on the cannons. And the first few cannons only cost like 60, 120, 180. Is not that much for the cost. And with sparrows on it, they can definitely hold for a pretty long time, especially if you get the first econ upgrade, the healing after the econ upgrade. Um, yep. So now I'm trying to get my starport going with the liberators. Yeah, I'm getting the parrot upgrade. This is pretty greedy. Technically, I should be actually making units like just parrots or even more snipes, just to make sure I have something defending. This holds for a pretty good time, but I want to make sure. I should make sure my base is secure as early as possible. But I also felt like once I get my parrot upgrade, it's going to be very difficult for the cats to actually crack my base. And yet again, I see both cats, one here, one there. So on the top side of the map, I should be okay to just be a bit greedy. Obviously, I'm getting my econ upgrade as well, so I have so much money. I should be just pumping out units and uh, setting my base up ASAP, basically. Yeah, once my upgrade is done, start sieging the liberators. Always try to make like an umbrella shape, so kind of like this. So you can have the best curve. It spreads out the most, and it covers like the most area. Obviously, you never want to stack the parrots because they can get piled, but you should space them out just in case. Just in case. Yep. Now I say I can take people of refugee if they need, because I see a few people are dying or struggling. They get their bases cracked. So, and I have two spots. I literally have two spots where people can base, which are both perfectly safe. Yeah, I'm getting the wall upgrade now, and I'm getting econ upgrade. I'm just at this point. I'm looking for the cats to fight with me because I'm getting like increasingly stronger. Yep. Now we make more liberators, trying to secure my base as soon as possible, as much as possible. Spreading out, even walling here just in case, just in case. And this is when the cat actually finds me. I'm going to slow this down. So, yeah, I see the bile, I just unsiege, siege. He's kind of new to cat, so I feel like he also has some issues. I made some warblers just to scout, see what's going to happen. I saw the calcified, so at this point I should be making more parrots just to actually deal the damage, but I don't. All. But I secure my base with more cannons. I don't know why I make more warblers here. Uh, the calcifieds push in. You see the liberators are doing pretty decent damage, and the wall is holding super well, so I'm not worried at all. And now the cat comes, trying to kill the cannons. Technically, yes, I should put a sparrow on these. Kinda just forgot. They managed to crack one wall, but I'm so glad I built a second wall just in case. It actually comes in super clutch. He's kind of a new cat, so he's a bit distracted. But yeah, he's trying to kill warblers. Maybe I honestly feel like I should have made warblers here. I should have made parrots, like how I'm making right now. And I actually managed to clear up all the calcifieds. So the cat is feeling a bit stranded. It's trying to kill my base. and they actually kill my base. But it's not a big deal because I pull my workers. I don't actually lose any workers. And he doesn't crack my walls. So, it just goes back. Thankfully, I get some help with the Tempests and from the Phoenixes earlier, which were very helpful to hold. And he gets distracted. So, in the meantime, I managed to get my base back up. I managed to make more Liberators. So, it's easier for me to hold. And once I'm back to mining, I can make more. And now I'm actually starting to make ghosts here because they have they have bigger hits against calcified. Even though I don't have this upgrade, if I get the cheaper upgrade for shorter, I think it's like, yeah, 40 seconds for 200, they still do okay damage. And I just need the burst against the calcified, so that's why. Now he's trying to go for my workers. Like I said, he's a bit new, so he doesn't really know what to do. He's kind of just chilling here. Obviously, he can't move up to the snipes and he can't move to the walls. So I figured I might as well just make banshees. Even though I don't have an upgrade, like it should be difficult for him to actually kill the banshees if I just micro them. So yeah, I'm just free hitting them basically, and he goes away. So I actually have some time to rebuild. Yeah, I'm just looking for harassment at this point, trying to see like if I can actually kill the guy, because that would be the easiest. Then I can just put my wall down and then just be safe. But he leaves, so and there's more calcified. Kind of sad. My base actually gets overrun. See, I have so much money. I should be making more snipes. I should get the upgrade. I should get more swans or parrots. It doesn't really matter at this point. I just don't have any. The only units I have are 2 parrots. These are not enough. I definitely should make way more parrots. But even though with more parrots, I feel like this calcified is just a bit too much anyway. So he actually manages to crack my base eventually. But in the meantime, I managed to hold on for so long. It doesn't really matter what I do after this. I rebuild here just to have a base going, but since he still didn't clear out my base because I put this in the corner, I actually managed to put down this heroic nest so I can make a packs. I know I should have a few extra money. I need a long time to rebuild. I need to get the burrow nest, I need to get the mound nest, and I need to get the tree nest, which they take very long, and I also have to get a wall out. So my best option here is just rush of packs and try to like have as much impact as possible. Even though I lost most of my stuff already, I bought a lot of time for the critters to actually like develop. If you look at the map, they actually went through um where are the caddens? I think there's only one cadden left. Yeah, there's 3 caddens here, all destroyed, and just one left. So I think that was a guy who actually wanted to surrender because my teammates were actually doing work. So what I'm doing here is actually just trying to rush packs, trying to have as much impact as possible, even though I'm just trying to be greedy. I know they technically like this they destroy my base already, but it doesn't really matter. As long as I have a packs, I can still be useful, right? So I'm just trying to get the guy to get a mimic, and then he can just copy the packs and shoot the iron cannon to save himself. But I just do it for him anyway. So at this point, I'm literally just looking around, trying to find where's the cat, trying to see how can I be useful with my packs, because let's be real, it's very difficult for me to rebuild an army. I feel like I should have just tried. I mean, I tried like rebuilding the mound nest and the barrel nest, but I should have definitely just tried to slap a wall down and hope for the best. But I figured it would be like I figured the game would end anyway very quickly, so there's no point in me like trying to base up and turtle up again. I just want to end the game. And now with one cat dying, they leave, and that's GG. Yep. So just to go over the basics again, you want to make sure you get 10 workers out. You want to build all three, ideally, the burrow nest, mound nest, and the tree nest, and then put a wall down. If you put down a wall as a bird, especially early on, your base will be very, very safe. And all you need to do is just make sure to have enough damage to be a threat. You don't want them to just free hit the wall. That's why egg cannons are super good, because they are very cheap and they don't have any upgrades. They can, and not just they don't have any upgrade. You can actually put sparrows on them, which makes them even better. Um, if you want to put some ghosts, you can. It's your choice. I like to just go for parrots and then hold with the parrots, and then after that make like an air army with swans and warblers. But there's definitely room to play around with. And in the later game, you want to get, if even if your base doesn't get cracked, you want to get a PAX just for the vision and for the DPS, and then after that you want to transition into mass swans and uh, parrots to defend the base. Thank you for watching my guide. If you liked it, please make sure to let me know, and hopefully I can make another guide for something else. Thank you. Bye.